everybody? I'm your favorite sports analyst, Jamar McKill, with
James Druid.
and y'all finna get served with J&J Sports episode 55, you guys. James, how you feeling today, man?
I feel fantastic. 55 episodes in, and we're having a great time.
Oh, yeah, you guys. We're a couple away from 100 subscribers. Make sure y'all keep subscribing, share it to everybody, all analysts around the world, for sure. But you already know we don't waste any time. We got a lot to cover, James, a lot of good stuff. First things first, and it had to be the forefront for us, man, boxing. It's been a lot of boxing going on. And Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. So he took care of business. Ryan Garcia took care of business against Devin Haney. Have you seen this fight?
Yeah, I did. And I was really looking forward to this one, too.
Yeah, this was a good one. This was one we kind of prepared and was getting ready for. But, you know, he put Haney to sleep, basically, for this one. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm really disappointed because, you know, I was rooting for Haney. I think we both kind of had a side with him, like, okay, you know, he's going to show us something versus Garcia. Because I feel like, you know, they both were barking. So it wasn't like, oh, he was talking over him. You know, I don't like when fights are just dominated by that one person. I hate that. But just to get us started, man, how embarrassed would you be if you were Devin right now?
There's definitely a large amount of embarrassment for him, considering the talk going into this fight and coming up to it. And I think that this is definitely a fight that we need to see a rematch of sometime in the future. So just so Haney can maybe save some face there.
Yeah, this was definitely an embarrassment because, you know, you talk all of this. You know, you talk that, you know, you make kind of Garcia, you know, look bad in different ways just to get beat, you know, and that just shows like, you know, boxers can talk, but what are you going to do in that ring when it comes to it? That's what really matters. Can you back up the talk? So he couldn't back it up. Yeah, he was looking like a rookie in that fight, literally. I mean, Garcia, you know, some people were kind of saying it was rigged just by the way he was standing and, you know, playing around. But, nah, I think it was...
If Haney doesn't give in to the trash talk, if maybe he tries to avoid that going into this fight, is there a different outcome, you think?
Yeah, I mean, just, you know, and then his dad he tried to back him up. You know, he switched his story basically when Garcia won, and I ain't gonna lie, this one made me look at Garcia and respect him more, just to see the fact that, you know, you backed up what you said. You know, you're gonna give a tough fight. And I thought, you know, Devin, he should have kind of learned from, you know, David's. What David's tactic was from that body shot. I think I only seen one body shot he tried to give him from the back area, but it didn't work, you know. I don't know, man. It's looking really bad. And if we kind of look at the stats of this fight for both of them, Garcia, he had 106 punches landed versus Haney's 87. 285 thrown from Garcia versus his 214. And even though Haney had more jabs, he had 42 over Garcia's 11. So, you know, just to get into our next one, man, what was the main factor of this fight? More of Ryan's fighting or more of Devin's lack of defense, man? Because he was just wide open. He had his face wide open, you know. He's lucky that Garcia didn't try to hit him with combos at this point, you know, because like you basically an open field. So what was the main factor to you?
I think Garcia got into Haney's head going into this. Because you know that the barking back and forth and all of that, but I think the difference is Garcia's kind of used to this trash talking because this is kind of what we've seen from him in the past 6 months.
Yeah.
But what we've also seen from him is career growth.
Yeah. I love his energy. I love his energy as a fighter. He's kind of like that villain nobody likes, but he's gonna show you who he is basically. This showed me I have more respect for him with this fight. He's actually a good fighter. Does he need to work on some defense? Absolutely. But Devin, absolutely. Like I agree with you. I think it's a 50-50 though. I believe Ryan came through strong, but you know, left too many open looks that Devin he didn't take advantage of because he really could have did Devin seriously bad, worse than what he did. But Devin should have learned kind of like I said from that Gervonta Davis and hit the body shot. I mean, defense is the main factor. You know what he could have did? He could have got Garcia tired to the point where okay, I'm blocking. We in the fifth round. Now it's time to go for real. And I thought that was his strategy. That's every smart boxer's strategy. To do that. But yeah, that was really much it. But yeah, it would have been a different story if he came with that tactic. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about Devin. Is this how he fights, or is this like he got, like you said, it got in his head? Definitely need a rematch. That's no question. They definitely need a rematch. And then just to end us off, man. So some people are saying that the refs were cheating for Garcia not catching certain things, but based off what you've seen in the fights and definitely the highlights we watch, should there be a rematch between the two?
Of course, yeah. And this is the other thing. Haney, he needs this rematch. He needs it for himself, and I think just to kind of boost his career up, because that was definitely a pretty big blow that he took for his career.
And then you got to think about it. We try not to let the internet get into us, but once they start making memes about you in this fight, you have to, because it's not gonna go away until you make something a difference, make a change. But it seems like Garcia's worried about other things, man. He wants to rematch Gervonta Davis, which I think now in his career would be perfect. It seems like he's way more confident. It seems like he's a lot of energy, and I would love to see them rematch again.
It's been a while since their fight, so it's really, I think it's about time.
Though. And we covered their fight, guys, if you ever want to check that out. But yeah, I think, Garcia, like I said, I'm proud of him. He showed greatness in this fight. Yeah, there definitely should be a rematch. And as far as Davis, do you think that's going to happen? Their rematch with Gervonta and him?
It will.
Yeah.
I think it definitely will. Just give it enough time and we'll see it happen.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. But y'all let us know how y'all feel about Garcia and Devin Haney's fight. Shout out to Garcia. Congratulations. We need that rematch for sure. And then before I go into my next one, man, I got a few sports news of the day topics. So Tyrese Maxey has been named the most improved player of the year for this season. We kind of covered this guy a while back, a young guy. He's something special for the 76ers. You heard about this?
Yeah, and it's great to see improvement from a player like him.
Yeah. Too. Yeah. That's just, he's locked in, and he's like a reliable player for this playoff time right now. Because the New York Knicks, they won those first two games. Embiid scored 50 points. Shout out to him last night to have it a 2-1, but they got to tie this next game. They got to tie it and try to get over the bar. You know what I mean? But shout out to you, man. Congratulations. You definitely deserve it. The next one, man, Steph Curry. He has won the most clutch player of the year trophy this season. Now, I'm going to be real with you, James. If it wasn't going to be Steph, for sure, Kyrie Irving deserved that. You heard about this, though?
Yeah, and really it's not a big surprise that it was Curry.
Yeah.
But this is still an accomplishment, regardless of if Curry is, the elite talent that he is.
Yeah, so definitely. Being his age and just, even though, him going through difficult times with his team right now, still being named awards, that just shows, man, you should, you outshine everybody for sure. But congratulations to you and Kyrie Irving. And then the last one is Matt Ryan from the Atlanta Falcons have just retired. I'm going to be honest, James, I thought he'd been retired because we haven't seen him play since, when was it?
It's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I mean, I thought he was, but you heard about this, though?
Yeah, and he was a solid player for Atlanta for a really long time. Was. Brought him to the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. But it was a solid career, and I think it was probably a good time for him
to wrap it up, pretty much. Especially with this new lineup Falcons got, man, which we definitely going to talk about. But yeah, shout out to him. But that's all our sports news of the day topic. We're finna get into our next.
J&J Sports coming to y'all with more in 2024.